Greetings and salutations. This is Jason Silverain, and I'm back again with another Space Cat Studios update. Now, you're going to like this. Well, you might do. I'm finding it rather amusing, because I initially noticed there was a comment on one of the threads I made on the Eaten Alive forums. I just, to be good, went back and gave it an update, just to keep everyone in the loop, what's going on with it. And basically, Space Cat Studios promised last year 4 weeks new update for Eaten Alive. We'll expand the game, finish it off. 4 months later, no update, not one. And going back, all the developer has said is these things happen in game development. But looking at the thread, the weird thing is, I kind of mentioned, well, they're probably working on something like Turbo Pug. But they said, we develop and publish games. Turbo Pug was developed by a different studio. Now that's really weird, considering your Facebook page, Space Cat Studios. Oh look, Turbo Pug. Their Steam account. Oh look, who released it? Space Cat Studios. So, that's just peculiar. Again, it's still so dodgy, the fact that they, they released it, a game that was incomplete, because they couldn't meet the requirements for green lighting or early access. So they went, oh, the core game's released, we'll actually put the story in later. But no, it's a case of ridiculous. Now, popping down, Space Cat Studios, in addition to basically having abandoned Eaten Alive for all intents and purposes, and there we go. So Pug's a lot altering one or two of his earlier rather salty, angry comments of why are you even here if you don't like the game. I think I actually, honestly, ticked him off quite a lot because I kept just pointing out problems with the game. Now, one of the things I thought it was just Turbo Pug they were just focusing on, a cheap, kind of tacky game. It's not a great game. It was it was like minimum effort for maximum profit. But they're working on a game called Final Dwarf. Now, terrible name. Like The Final Dwarf, The Legacy of the Final Dwarf, something like that. But just Final Dwarf just sounds awful. But I'll say one thing for them. They've got one hell of a sprite artist. That is lovely, lovely work. And then I was like, I've seen these before. I mean, the dwarf looks a little generic dwarf. He's very cool, but he looks generically dwarfy. This guy was like, that's a weird design. He's got a broadsword, but he's very samurai-esque. And I'm like, I'm sure I've seen him before. And the witch. I'm sure I've seen her before. And then it hit me. These guys have RPG Maker. And then I remembered, bloody hell, years ago, RPG Maker 2000. He look familiar? Alex, the default hero. And Carol, the witch. Another default hero. And this is back when RPG Maker went for the very manga-esque, comic-y look. And I was like, holy crap, they haven't even made a proper character design. They've just seen these and gone, what's bring them back? Now, oh, whoops, wrong one there. Now, I will say they've done a damn good job kind of making it more realistic. And though that looks like they've taken like a picture from Tumblr or someone's Facebook picture and then sort of sprited over the top of it. And actually, that's quite likely how they've done some of this artwork. I mean, hell, it's a nice way I used to cheat. You get an actual real picture you want to copy as a base layer, and then you build up the sprite work over it. Hell, I did that for a spriting competition years ago, and people thought I'd ripped a sprite out of a game, and that was for a Mega Man 1. Now, just to prove my point, there's more of his facial expressions. I miss RPG Maker giving you, rather than just, 2 facial expressions, a whole set for each character. I mean, it was so damn useful. And, Alex has been in a couple of the games, so has Carol for a while now. I don't think they're in the latest games. and then there's some people who've made their own attempts at updating them. I think that was a French drawer who was trying to make it more anime-esque. Popping back, as you see, Alex has a hell of a lot of fan art as well, and yeah, that's the basic sprite from years ago. So we've got the little black armbands, the general blue coat, though in his little face thing it does look like he's got shoulder pads. But well, not so much in that one. I imagine that might be the one they're referencing. So yeah, it's very, very close. And I'm surprised just how much Alex fan art there is out there. I mean, hell, I could barely find any sprite sheets for him. Because I just wanted to see if I get a better picture for you guys. Now, again, Alex being the default main hero character in RPG Maker 2000 and to RPG Maker XP, which I think that's the updated sprite sheet someone made for him, had a hell of a lot of customized sprites. Now, some of those are the basic ones, a glowing one is, but I think several of the sword ones are custom sprites made by people. I think that child one is as well. Because everyone would use this guy as their main hero. Hell, even I used him as the main hero in my adventure I made years ago. There's the big old sprite picture there, with people asking him to be remade. So yeah, I am honestly quite chuffed and amused by this. And you know, when I finish this video, I'm posting it on Space Cat Studios' Facebook page. What the hell? But Final Dwarf looks like it's going to be a Steam exclusive. Now, I may just buy it. As much as I've been burned by these guys, part of me wants to buy it because that's damn good sprite work. To be fair, they've shown they can do quite good pictures. I'll see what it is first. If it's a typical RPG maker RPG, won't touch it, we're a 10-foot pole. Because someone has to take a bullet for you guys and play these. I was going to say awful games, but to be fair, Turbo Pug's simply mediocre. Eaten Alive is dreadful. Again, I'm still going to be pointing out, avoid that game like the plague. Now, I'm giving them one more month to update. If they've not, then I will be refunding my game. I think having a game that's incomplete, even though it's been marketed as a full game, is pretty fair request for a refund from the Steam store. And fingers crossed, if there's an update, I'll be able to continue the Let's Play and give you guys a guide so you can, any of you unfortunate souls who still have it, can get through the game as fast as possible. And if we don't, I get my 70 odd pence back. So win-win either way. Now, that's all I wanted to say for this. Just this little, really, guys. I don't know if that's genius or just the fact of you really suck at coming up with new character concepts. But yeah, full kudos to the sprite work there. Very nicely done. And thank you for watching.